Hello everyone, it's Dr. Sam. I'd like to welcome you to my EyeClarity podcast. This is a show that offers cutting-edge information on how to improve your vision and overall wellness through holistic methods. I so appreciate you spending part of your day with me. If you have questions, you can send them to hello@drsamberne.com. Now, to the latest EyeClarity episode. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Sam, and I'd like to welcome you to my EyeClarity podcast today. I'm on a great hike up to this area. I'm heading up to this ridge over here. It's probably going to take me a couple hours. But I wanted to address this question that I get probably once a week, and it has to do with EMF exposure from all our digital devices. So in today's show, I'm going to talk a bit about EMFs and how they may affect our health. EMF pollution can do things like increase your heart rate, your blood pressure, affect your brain waves, your heart circulation and your heart waves, and of course, your eyes. So my first comment about EMFs and how it may affect your health is that in some of the research, scientists feel that EMF pollution does not affect our health at all. I've also gotten complaints from people who use electronic devices, have more insomnia, higher levels of inflammation, memory and concentration issues. The EMF exposure affects their mood, so it could affect their dopamine levels. And some of the studies I've seen actually show that it can affect your DNA. In another study I looked at, the EMF waves affect our calcium in the cells. Now, calcium is important because it helps in the communication on a cellular level. So this gets scrambled as we get exposed to EMF pollution. You know, one report I read is that the average person spends up to 10 hours a day on their digital devices. So one of the things I recommend is getting an EMF tester. And this way you can test both the EMF waves and the magnetic waves, and you can see what you're exposed to. One surprising thing that I saw in some of the research is how damaging the microwaves are to our body. And I know a lot of people cook with microwaves. When I was studying with my teacher, Dr. Hazel Parcells, some of you know that I've referred to her. When I met her, she was 103 years old and she was starting a retreat center in Sapio, New Mexico. And Dr. Parcells was adamant that putting your food or water in a microwave basically killed the food. And I certainly have some aunts and uncles and my grandparents who used microwaves, and no matter what I would say to them when I would go visit them, they were addicted to using the microwave. So my suggestion would be, if you have a microwave, just get rid of it. Another trend that I'm looking at right now is how glasses companies are putting Bluetooth in the frame so that you can actually listen to audio, and you can use Siri and artificial intelligence to program the glasses so that you can listen to your favorite podcast. So I'm kind of against that because I feel that the closer these digital devices are to your head, the more it's going to affect your brain waves and also your eyes. Another trend that I've seen is that more and more people are developing flashing lights. And they go to their eye doctor, and the eye doctor says your retina is fine, your vitreous is fine, you don't have any posterior vitreal detachment. And what I have found is that people that are on digital devices all day, they absorb all those damaging waves, and this leads to flashing lights and eventually floaters. So here are 3 things that you can do to mitigate EMF exposure. Number 1, keep those digital devices away from your head and your eyes. And refrain from using Bluetooth. I know a lot of headphones have Bluetooth, but I would not recommend putting Bluetooth around your head. Number 2, I would either walk barefoot in grass for part of the day. Grounding and earthing is a necessary practice. You know, our shoes are mostly rubber, so we're not grounding that electricity into the earth. And it may be that if you can't do those things, I would look at a company called Earthing, and they sell things like earthing mats. You can actually put your feet on it while you're working at your computer. They even have it for your bed, so that will help discharge some of the electricity. And then number 3, I think you need to really boost your antioxidant levels. This is a way to neutralize all the exposure that you may be getting from all the electromagnetic waves, whether it's wireless or also just being around your digital device. So the jury is still out, but in my view, I think that you need to take care of yourself and your family by reducing the exposure to EMFs, especially after 6 p.m., and turn your wireless off at night. If you can use an Ethernet, I would do that as well. And, we are immersed in EMFs, so I don't think we can get away from them, but these are some simple ways that you can at least neutralize some of the ill effects. Well, that's our show for today. I want to thank you so much for coming on this great hike. I have about another 2 hours up to the top of the ridge. We're here in the Sandia Mountains on the La Luz Trail. Beautiful 60 degree day. And until next time, everybody, take good care. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from the EyeClarity podcast show today. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to subscribe on iTunes or Spotify and leave a review. See you here next time.